Let's talk about Witch Watch, the fantasy rom-com about Nico, a witch in modern Japan. After a prophecy predicts something terrible will happen to her, clueless Nico is sent to live with her childhood friend Morihito. He's an ogre descendant, by the way. He's tasked with protecting Nico as her familiar, basically a witch's bodyguard. These familiars are descendants of animals that have accompanied witches for centuries. While familiars look human nowadays, they still have special powers. Throughout the show, Nico gets 3 more familiars: Kanshi, Keigo, and Miharu. I won't spoil which kind of familiar they are just yet. They all end up living together in Morihito's house. These familiars watch over Nico, the witch, making them a witch watch. But don't be fooled. While there are a few battles, there isn't much attention on that aspect of the story. Witch Watch is animated by NBS and based on the Shonen Jump manga by Kenta Shinohara. Did I pronounce that right?
Kenta Shinohara.
The anime focuses mostly on small comedic stories with episodes usually incorporating 2 or 3. These are often caused by Nico creating wonky situations with her magic, giving the show a quirky vibe. The animation also matches this vibe and is generally pretty good. To me, it does get a bit repetitive, especially when the plot, which I'll get to, often doesn't progress for several episodes. This show feels like it decided to be a comedy show that happens to have an underlying plot, instead of a plot-based show that's comedic, which isn't inherently a bad thing, it just makes it more of a wonky comedy show that never fails to put a smile on my face, even if the pacing is completely thrown out of the window. The romance between Moi and Nico doesn't evolve much throughout the 25-episode run. They do, however, get some beautiful heartfelt scenes, they just seem too spread out. I do find it a cute romance and hope it gets more attention in season 2. As it stands, it still feels very one-sided. Nico is head over heels for Morihito, while Morihito barely expresses his feelings due to his stoic nature. We do get some character development throughout the anime, but in the end the romance is clearly sidelined by the comedic stories this anime focuses on. The plot of this show is basically that Nico is a powerful witch that only comes around every 1,000 years. However, there's a prophecy that her mom discovered that something very bad will happen to her. Her mom sends clueless Nico to her childhood friend Morihito so he can be her bodyguard while she leads a normal high school life. Morihito hasn't seen Nico since she left to go train as a witch in her hometown, and when his dad brings the news that Nico will live with him, his reaction is just priceless. We cannot talk about this show without mentioning the openings, because they're both bangers, and kind of the thing that carried the show during the less interesting episodes. The first song, Watch Me, is made by YOASOBI, yes, that YOASOBI, and is of course a banger. The second opening, Toki Hanate by Hashimero, also has a great hook. They also decided to commission a whole new opening for just 2 episodes that used a part of an anime called Uron Mirage, which exists in the Witch Watch universe. When this episode started playing, I actually thought I had clicked the wrong show. The song used in this opening is Bitter End by Huya Extended, the same guy who did the second Jujutsu Kaisen opening, which is kind of ironic since the fictional Uron Mirage is similar to JJK. Overall, if you're looking for a feel-good comedy with great animation to kick off 2026, look no further. Since Season 1 aired in spring 2025 and Season 2 is already confirmed, let's hope the wait isn't too long, and that it can fix some of the issues that I had with the first season. Keeping everything in mind, I give Witch Watch a 7 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to get a peek at the next anime I'll be reviewing, check out the link in the description. Sayonara, and please sub so I can buy Crunchyroll Premium.